I made $1,400 trading FOMC yesterday, and this is how I did it. So I made $1,400 trading Bitcoin with FOMC yesterday. I trade during FOMC or other news events. Why? Because news events are not changing price action, but it's speeding up the process. So yesterday I saw that we had this 1 hour bearish imbalance, and that was something I want to fill, or at least fill for 50%. So I took the 50% level, and that was my target for yesterday. So we're now at the 5-minute time frame, and that's also where I took my entry. So as you guys can see, is that we are building up a lot of liquidity over here, slow grinding up. That liquidity is getting taken out eventually by this low. This low is eventually taken out by this low over here, and that means that we already have a high that we need to break in order to see price pushing up. So we broke this high over here, and the only thing I needed to see is a break above the high, not a open and close above the high. Why? In a few videos back I explained the New York session strategy. So it means that the high we made over here is getting broken over here. That means that the statistics of the New York session are becoming bullish. So yesterday we had I think a 6% probability of taking out this low, the New York session low. So a pretty low probability of sweeping the low. That means that we're looking for higher prices now. So I put my entry over here, my stop loss under the New York session low, and targeted the 50%. So I target the 50% fill of that bearish imbalance, that 1 hour bearish imbalance. As we can see is that we did got a lot of volatility during FOMC. We didn't take out my stop loss, and afterwards we took my TP. So I will explain why the New York session statistics were bullish and what gave me that confidence, or that confirmation to long Bitcoin towards that 1 hour imbalance. Over here we can see all of these time periods. As you can see that we have a period between 12 and 15 o'clock where all of these percentages can be added to each other, and that comes on a total of 91%. What does that mean? It means that 91% of the first pivots of the New York session, and in this case that was the low, are going to hold when we make a new second pivot, so a high in this case, after hour 15. And we saw that on the chart. We made a new high after hour 15, and that meant for us that the session statistics were very bullish, and in that case we could have longed, and I did. So that was a pretty nice long, I would say. Of course, I need to back up my story, my setup, with some evidence of whether I made $1,400. So that will pop up somewhere on the screen. If I went too fast with my analysis and you still have some questions, you can ask them in the chat, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.